In the beginning, you were saying that you believe 100% that you are let down to yourself and everybody around you.
Yes.
Okay. And then we explored, right? That is connected to your grandma, paternal grandma, and also how you've been let down many times, not only by her, by other people in your family, your relatives, even past lives. Yeah.
Yes. Friends. Yeah.
And now what do you feel about this statement?
Yeah, I always felt that I was the one at fault. That I was letting people down. I was let down because I was not trying hard enough, or I'm not good enough. And just now going back in the session, I realized that I'm not a stranger to the feeling of let down because of what I experienced all along. So I guess from being let down all the time to it gradually shifted into me having all these impossible expectations of myself that I don't want to be like these people. And it ended up me feeling like a letdown myself most of the time. So I don't know when the shift started to happen. Yeah, but I wasn't aware that me feeling like a letdown was a result of being let down too many times. So it's a little bit surprising to me. Yeah. But it came out in the session. So yeah, it is now something I believe without a doubt. Yeah.
So what do you believe now about yourself?
That actually the term let down is very subjective. Depends on who's looking at it. And what you may feel that is a letdown to others. Others may not be expecting that of you. It's probably your own self imposition that you think that, okay, I'm not doing this and that and this and that. I'm not fitting this nice criteria of being a, let's say, a good mom or a good wife. Hence, I'm a letdown. Yeah, but who's setting all these expectations? Yeah, it's interesting for me to note, like, am I setting these expectations myself, or am I imagining people having all these expectations of me? Yeah. Because in a nutshell, most people will act in their own best interest. Yeah. So who's letting who's down is pretty subjective in most situations. Yeah. Maybe they didn't want to let themselves down. That's why they behave that way. Maybe they were being true to themselves or setting their own boundaries. Nobody knows. Yeah. And I think it's time I woke up to it also. Like, think of it more in my own my own interests and my more mitigate my expectations of what being a letdown and being what an achiever is. Yeah. So I need to find a precious balance in order to move forward in a more positive way.
One more question. So how do you feel about your role as a mother and as a wife now?
Right now?
Yeah.
As opposed to just now?
Yeah. So just now you were saying you're not being the mother you want to be, a nurturing mother.
I'm still not perfect but yeah, the negative points are not so overwhelming anymore. Like I see like little scenes, right, of me doing quite well, trickling a little bit into my consciousness a bit. Like, hey, that time, when I did this and that, and she was so happy, or they are being given a chance to trickle into my consciousness. Whereas before that, it was like dark clouds of the negative things that I didn't live up to. Then it was covering my senses, I guess, or my thoughts. Yeah, but I think I feel like I can remember a little bit more of all the good moments, and I shouldn't just focus 100% on the negative situations. So that's a big step forward for me, because I'm always overwhelmed by negative thoughts and disappointment. But now it's like more positive in a way, more optimistic as well. Yeah.
What about your health journey?
Health journey is always a big issue for me. Yeah. yeah, I feel a little bit more motivated to take charge of it rather than let it run me, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that in each of the situation, there's something I can do about it. Yeah, I'm going to make a bigger effort to be active in running my own health.